Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back live. The stream just crashed, so National Anthem about to start with a little, around 15 minutes to the game. Camden's already singing. The game hasn't even started.
I'm in a great mood, you know. It's a Thursday night lights, you know, it's not ideal. But we're going to make the best of it because it's senior night and we're playing against Southside. And it's going to be great. And if we win, once we win, we'll get a whole playoff game.
Yeah.
And that's going to be great. Especially if it's against Emerald. Could you imagine what a thriller of that game? You know,
More than likely, it's not going to be against Emerald.
okay, you never know. Okay, let's keep our possibility open. It's Blue Ridge or Emerald.
And if we face Blue Ridge, it's going to be another Southside.
Blue Ridge is 6-3. Just because
Yeah, they almost lost to Wade Hampton, Camden. That being said, the colors are being presented here in the 4-4. The band of Fury out there in their costumes tonight.
Be quiet.
All right, whatever. So yeah. With about 15 minutes, we are rising for the national anthem. And yeah, it'll be, me and Camden will be back in a couple of minutes. As the national anthem finishes up, it is senior night here in the 4-4. My name is Lucas Clark. Next to me is my broadcast partner, Camden Mason, who's a senior tonight, also celebrating his senior night. So, possibly his last time here in the 4-4 commentating a football game. So at halftime, just to get a little look of what's coming ahead, we will be recognizing our other seniors. All of our seniors that normally don't get a big senior night, and our cheer, everyone who gets recognized. That's not a football player, because all the football players got recognized about 30 minutes ago, so they can talk it over in the locker room when that time comes. So yeah, it's gonna be a great night here in the 4-4. Band lining up for the run out. The guys aren't even on the field yet, so we're gonna have to be waiting a couple minutes.
Where's our mascot? I'm not seeing Finney.
Yeah.
Where's Finney the Phoenix at?
Finney decided it wasn't worth his time. You know.
It's probably cold. Cold weather out here if you're a field. Will that impact the players?
No. Maybe
Whoa,
Southside.
whoa. You
Maybe
never
Southside.
know. Field. We don't know if it's wet or not. Obviously, it has been quite rainy the past few days, so we don't know if it's fully dried up. But the cold weather for sure. I mean, you know, you got to think this is. I feel like this is the coldest it's been for a game. So you know, you got to think how much that impacts the players. I feel like more drop balls, uh, just based off of the coldness and the cold head. So interested to see what the temperature um, does and if that will play a factor here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really think it'll affect us that much. Just the guys were warming up with warming up. We out here, 50 minutes ago, getting used to the temperature. I mean, they were just ready to go. And I was talking to the guys like Colby Flood, defensive back player of the Fountain and Fury defense. And he's like, I'm really excited for this game. I'm excited to play it. I'm excited to celebrate our seniors. But I'm also excited to be making plays during the second half and being in my sweatpants in the nice warm booth. So it's like, that's the mindset of Fountain and Fury. They're going to go in there, score 40 points, have a running clock, and go home and have a nice sleep before Halloween. Get ready for Blue Ridge or Emerald.
Okay, well, you know, let's not speak too soon. I know Southside is Southside, but in the game of football, anything can happen. You look at in college football, you see teams in the top 10 lose all the time. You had Penn State lose to UCLA, they go on to lose to Northwestern. Miami loses to Louisville, just to name some recent occasions. So you never know.
Yeah.
While we are, like a 97% favorite, you still never know. Anything can happen. But then again, to counteract that, Southside has 25 players on their rosters, 10 of which are freshmen. Um, Majority of them quit mid-season. Uh, this is a team who has not won a game in 3 years. So do they probably have that vengeance to go win a football game? Yes, but I think the morale coming off of a huge Emerald win, which now we know was probably the make or break on whether or not we had a whole playoff game. I think the Fury are going to be.
As the cha-cha-cha slides play a little bit here, Southside getting into the mood of things. They're doing a little dancing. They're doing having a little fun. So yeah, crazy night here in the 4-4. As the Fountain Inn football players still are nowhere to be seen.
While Southside, while they aren't the best, their players just love playing the game.
And that's what you want from a football team or a
Yeah.
baseball team, whatever team. You have to have the guys who enjoy doing it,
Yeah.
and that's what matters. I think they're gonna have a good time playing. They're gonna have a good time, competing. They get to have that varsity letter.
Yeah.
It's the same way with most of the teams we see from Southside. Their baseball team, we have a double header against them every year here in the 4-4, and it's a 3-inning game most times.
Their baseball team is very funny. If you listen to them and if you're near the dugout, like they're just having fun out there. Which at that point, when you are a team like Southside who doesn't win much, that's all you can ask if you're the coaches, and just hope you get better.
Yeah.
Do I think that Southside at some point in the future will be a decent football team? Yes. They have freshmen. As long as they can keep their players, I think they definitely have a chance to have at least a winning record in the future. Obviously, it's not this season, but in the future that can happen as long as you have guys that love playing the game and love playing football. As we're still awaiting the arrival of the
Key, how many? All right, so your Fountain and Fury about to run out, I think. Maybe. We'll see.
Thunder!
As our captains are coming out to the field.
Here we go. Look at the jog. I believe it's going to be all seniors out here as captains. Nope, that's Holiday. Chase McClure, Jacob Cotham, Sam Holiday, and that is
Terrell Tate.
Terrell Tate. So 2 seniors, Chase McClure and Terrell Tate, getting their first captain recognition.
And
then,
Red, come on, Camden. Red's a
and
senior
Red.
too.
Well, you know, Red's normally out there as the captain. I'm talking about, you know, Chase and Terrell aren't normally captains, but, you know, they made him captains for this game. As here come the dogs, the Fountain Fury, ripping through the banner. The flags are going. It is a pitch black, dark Thursday night here at Fury Field in the 4-4.
Yeah, and also having Chance McClure out there as a captain's a little bit of a troll, in my opinion, as he was a former Southside player, transferred from Southside to Fountain Inn last year. So yeah, first year play for the Fury. First year winning a bunch of games probably for him. All right.
Wow.
We're going to see a lot of guys play a lot of different positions tonight, by the way, Camden. It's going to be all over the board, but...
You know, especially with playoffs coming up next week, I would expect it. You know, you want to rest some of your guys. Maybe we'll see. I don't know on the depth chart who's listed as Holiday's backup, but we could see Holiday maybe sit a quarter or two, just trying to get these guys rested up, you know, against the Southside team who's not that great.
Yeah. Yeah. They only have 2 captains coming out to the field. Also, speaking of Southside, Southside's 99 every single besides one of their players, besides, I believe, 3 are listed as multiple position players. So most of their O linemen are also D linemen. So it's going to be all over the board to see. We're going to see a lot of the same guys over and over again.
Well, you know, it's something. Yeah, that's something you have to do. You have 25 players on your roster, 11 on offense, 11 on defense. You're going to have those people, you know, playing both sides of the ball. It's similar to what they did last year whenever they played us, and it is a similar situation here tonight.
Yeah. Well, all kinds of things to be excited for in terms of those player scenarios, but yeah. So it's time for kickoff here in Fountain Inn, South Carolina.
As Southside will receive the opening kickoff, which means the Fountain Fury will receive the ball for the start of the second half. Caleb Brzezicki and his kicking team getting set to get this one underway.
Send it to the house, Colby. Just send it to the house. First play of the game.
Hey, so Southside is actually receiving, so, you know.
Okay, well, Rizzuto's going to kick an amazing field goal, then. Or kickoff. Oh, my God, Lucas. You are off today already. Whew.
Look at Bojack's hype. Came out jumping out of the hurdle. This is gonna be a very fun night up here in the booth. I wouldn't expect, you know, too much seriousness. You know, we'll have our moments, but
We would also like to thank everybody watching from home or at the mill in Fountain Inn, South Carolina, as they are one of our new partners. They've broadcasted every single game so far that we've broadcasted for football. So thank you so much, Citadel, for taking a chance on us. We hope to renew that partnership next year and keep producing awesome stuff for Envision Media, but also producing awesome stuff for y'all. And, it's Kids Eat Free Day right now at the mill, so if you're watching at the mill, you're eating a piece of pizza, you're eating a cheeseburger, whatever you're doing, I hope you're having a great time in the warmth, hopefully, as it's a little chilly out here tonight. Lots of guys injured, by the way. Multiple guys not playing as well tonight. We'll go over that in a little bit. But as Caleb Brzezicki will kick things off here in 3, 2, 1, and it's off. Fountain Inn Fury with the first kick of the game.
It drops at the 45-yard line, recovered by Fountain Inn. It's a scramble for the ball. They're jumping on it.
They're saying they got it, and I think they do.
That's a Fountain Inn football to start the game. Wow.
And that doesn't wrap up what Southside season's been like. perfectly already.
Hey,
I don't know what else does.
was that?
We don't know
I
who
think that
jumped
was
on
Terrell
football.
Tate. I think Terrell Tate or Colby Flood, one of the two, jumped on that football.
Camden's going to try his best to not butcher the names in the running
No,
side of
I'm
the
not
game.
getting a single one wrong.
Less running backs for you to worry about tonight, though.
Yes, that was Colby Flood. Colby Flood recovered the kick. As we got 4 wide, Holiday in the backfield. Sam Holiday getting ready for his first senior night snap on the 31-yard line. It's a screen pass out to the left, making a move. It will get out to the 26-yard line. Good for a gain of 5. Colin Wilson on the reception in the screen, able to make a juke, make a move, make a man miss. And the ball will be spotted at the 25-yard line. Here we go, 4 wide receivers, Holiday, joined by Bojack. Holiday snap, looking to throw. It's going to be over the middle. I think it's B.J. Currington.
It is B.J.
Who's going to go to
Currington.
the 5? Touchdown, Fountain Fury.
Wow. That's 3 plays for the Fury, not including the kickoff, excuse me, for Fountain's first 6 of the game.
A 2-play, 31-yard, 29-second touchdown drive for the Fountain Fury. What a way to kick off senior night.
Yeah. As it looks like it will they go just for the extra point here. So it will be Caleb Brazuka on the kick snap. I pre-fired that one.
The snap
is
rolled the
good.
kick.
And it's good. As it's 7-0 Fountain and Fury after the touchdown by B.J. Currington.
What a way to make a move by B.J. Currington, able to juke a man, find his gaps. He had 2 blockers right there in front of him. So if you paid attention, it looked like they had a screen on the inside, kind of an RPO situation. They could have gone to the screen on the inside, or they could have went to that short slant from B.J. Currington. They went to the slant, and it worked out for him as the Fountain Fury get on the board 7-0. As it seems to be some confusion on the south side. They have 10 players on their kickoff. Oh, here we go. We got 11. They were missing one on the south side, was missing one of their men on the front lines, able to get that figured out. Let's see if the Fountain Fury can create similar kickoff magic, as this one is a little more deep. Will be returned by my south side. Returns at the 25-yard line. It goes nowhere. That's number 3, Ricky Anderson, the junior DB wide receiver dual player. As here comes number 7, the true freshman, Brayson Sullivan, who doubles as a defensive back. You have 3 on the line, 2 linebackers, 4 defensive backs for Fountain. Brayson Sullivan and the Southside Tigers team getting set for their first offensive snap of the game that they will have from their own 34-yard line. Zone coverage by the Fury. Sullivan, high snap, finds a screen out behind the line of scrimmage, and good tackle by the Fountain Fury. So the screen pass results in nothing for the Southside Tigers. There's number 11, Jacob Ricketts, the sophomore wide receiver, on the reception. That play, a loss of 2 for the Southside Tigers. 2nd and 12 situation, 32-yard line. Sullivan, high snap again, will hand it off to the running back, who doesn't go much of anywhere. Tyson Pepper, the junior running back, on the handoff and the rush.
back. Little technical difficulties. Third down and long here. 3rd and 12 here for the Fountain and Fury.
A unsuccessful first 2 plays for Southside Tigers. First one resulting in a loss of 2. The second one going absolutely nowhere. Let's see what Brayson Sullivan has. High snap, gets away from Sullivan. Has to just jump on it. It's fumbled.
Did they jump on it? Is that
Fouled in, recovers. Offense is coming back onto the field. Catastrophic for the Southside Tigers.
Aiden McDowell just sprinted from the sideline all the way to the field. That's the fastest I think I've ever seen him run.
It was a high snap. Brayson Sullivan couldn't get a hold of it. Tried to jump on it. Ball slipped out from under him. Resulted in a Fountain and Fury recovery.
Yeah. Whew. As Sam Holiday leads his offense out there for his second drive.
Oh, boy.
4 wide receivers.
Southside is zone coverage. Oh, man.
Oh, that's
Holiday looking to throw.
Wide open.
Over the middle.
Who is that?
Was that Aiden?
That is, in fact, Aiden McDowell.
Aiden McDowell for the touchdown. Excellent seam route there by McDowell, and Holiday able to find his open man.
Whew.
Yeah, saw those deep zones from the safeties, and you know, the Holiday able to make that read, knew what was coming. The fade route from Aiden McDowell results in a Fountain touchdown. Fountain 2 touchdowns in 3 offensive plays in under 40 seconds. Well, the offense is still out on the team. Or, sorry, out on the field. I think the refs called the touchdown back. The offense is still out there. It was a flag on the Fountain Fury?
Guess so. So, yeah, 1st and 15 now. So it must have been a holding call. Oh,
ineligible
receiver down.
Yep.
Dang it. Oh, lineman getting out there.
1st and 15 on the 27-yard line for the Fountain Fury. Holiday snap, gets away from Holiday. Able to use his legs, tries to go somewhere, but goes nowhere.
Good stuff there by Sam, though, realizing, you know, the ball is out. Get the heck on that ball. Don't make a turnover on the Southside Tigers, that's for sure.
Hey, man, I'm just saying that cold weather ball slipped out of Holiday's hands. Not able to grip it well.
As it is 2nd and long here, about 2nd and 18, it looks like.
Pistol formation. Holiday hand off Bojack Johnson. Bojack finds a hole up the middle.
So that picks up about maybe 7 yards there.
Yeah.
As scoreboard error, it's still 7-0. Our scoreboard says 13. Now it's fixed. But yeah, after that run by Bojack, you're getting closer on a 3rd down attempt to the original line of scrimmage. As I'll see 4 wide receivers. Oh, this could be a wide open pass.
Holiday rolls out to his right, looking to throw. Pressured heavy by the Southside guys. Hits a man on the run, nearly picked. The Southside defender nearly had that one as trying to throw on the run. Aiden McDowell, the intended target. Sam Holiday not able to connect with his guy.
4th down here for your Fountain and Fury. They're going to stay on the field.
Yeah, good call. I mean, it's early in the game, but you're up 7-0 and you are fairly deep into Southside territory. So even if you don't get this 4th and 11, you know, Southside starting from their own 24-yard line.
And it's a 40-yard field goal for Rizuka, and I don't know if he can hit that quite yet. Yeah. As Sam looks for a guy, he will see Aiden McDowell. Oh, I take it back. He saw this BJ Currington. Oh, you have BJ Currington and Aiden McDowell. I originally thought he was going to throw it to number 0, but he makes a beautiful pass out to number 8 instead.
So I'll put Fountain in at the 5-yard line off of the BJ Currington reception. 1st and goal for Coach Nichols in this Fountain Fury offense. Look at the double stack both sides. This could be a screen. It is B.J. Currington gets in there for a fountain in touchdown.
B.J. Currington was his second touchdown of the night. 13-0 Fury. Let's see what the kick happens here. As Caleb Ruzuka is out here for his second extra point attempt of the night. Man, if I had B.J. Currington on my fantasy team right now, I'd be doing quite well. I'll trade Gibbs for him. As it kick is up and it's good. As it's 14-0 Fury. Here is the replay. Sam Holiday looking for his man, snaps it, the ball. Screen pass out to BJ. BJ keeps going, and scores it for 6.
So here we go, the fountain kickoff team will get set to kick the ball away for the third time here with 4 minutes and 4 seconds removed from the first quarter. So the 4th and 11 conversion turns out to work well. B.J. Currington back-to-back receptions. First one got fouled into the 5. The second one got him in the end zone to the house. Here we go, Caleb Ruzuka with the kick. It's high. Fountain will look to recover it. Bounces off the hands of Kobe Flood, and he gets it.
Wow, flag.
Flag
on the play,
is thrown.
Was it a potentially, was it a unnecessary roughness? Was he out of bounds to get hit? What was this call? Now they're trying to figure out if it was a fair catch, possibly.
No. His hands were up to catch that football. There's no way it was a fair catch.
Let's show the replay.
Let's look at the replay, yeah. Incoming replay, ref still deliberating it. It did look like a fair catch signal from up here in the booth. Sounds like kickoff team is still out in kickoff formation.
Oh, wow, let's see the replay.
Let's watch this. Oh, you can't really see his hands.
No, there's no way in heck that he called a fair catch.
They're redoing it.
They're redoing it, but
yeah,
that's.
Or no, they gave Southside the football.
All right.
Interesting. First and 10 on the 44 for the Southside Tigers, so they will get into fountain territory off of that penalty. An interesting kickoff. Here we go, Brayson Sullivan, the freshman quarterback, tried to just have a better drive than he did last time. High snap, flags thrown from the Southside backfield and the fountain line.
Well, if you're interested in knowing what's going on in the other 4A Region 1 matchup in the Region Championship, Westside's currently taking on Wren. In Wren, Westside has the ball right now deep in their own territory. Bear Woods just barely escaped a safety as it's 3rd and 11 currently for the Rams. So you got the Fountain game on one screen, you got the Westside game on one screen. We're going to be giving you updates in all things region, as that's a high snap handoff and absolutely stuffed in the backfield.
Oh, look who it was. The senior T-Saw Garrett gets back there for a TFL.
Yeah,
that's my guy right there. I love watching T-Saw Garrett play football.
Yeah, these O-linemen are giving less coverage than the Cleveland Browns right now, and that's pretty bad.
So here we go, 3 wide receivers for Brayson Sullivan. Snap goes out of his hands
Oh my
again.
God.
Or sorry, it was to the left. Sullivan still able to make a play and get positive yards out of it.
Gets a nice couple yards there on second down, though. Almost to the line of scrimmage as their first completion, I believe, of the night of throwing, passing wise.
Man, just not an ideal start for the Southside Tigers. 2 bad snaps so far to start this drive. 3rd and 12 for the Tigers. 3 wide receiver set up, 1 back for Mason Sullivan. Sullivan snap will hand it off to the back. Peppers is going and will almost get the first down. Looked like he might have been a yard short, which will bring up a 4th and 1 for the Southside Tigers.
It actually looks a little bit longer than 4th and 1, maybe a 4th and 2. Oh, that's way longer than 4th and 1. It'll be 4th and 3, it looks like.
4th and 3, 45-yard line for the Southside Tigers. They will go for it.
There's no doubt about it in my mind. They go for it here. Even if you stop Fountain on pressure, you're not giving them that much different of a field possession here. So we'll see what happens here. As they hand it off, they will stop them short, I think.
I think they're going to bring out the chains. That seems like they're going to bring out the chains for that one. He looks short from up here in the booth.
And it's Fountain in ball.
Yeah. They're a little short, so the Fountain offense will come out onto the field once more.
3rd drive for Sam Holiday and the rest of the Fountain offense. Already up 14-0. So let's see what the Fountain Fury has in store for here. I would love, you know what I want to see here? A Hail Mary out to Ben Rui.
Okay. Why would we do that?
Because we could just score more, 6 more.
A Hail Mary.
Yeah. Just a 50-yard
There's
pass.
6 minutes left in the first. You know, maybe you can justify it in the 4th. Yeah.
Deep pass.
Now, watch this, but look at Ben Rui bottom of your screen. Look at Ben Rui and Aiden McDowell. There's zone coverage right there.
This is a screen pass.
Holiday looked that way, finds BJ Kurtz out the screen pass, and BJ's making a move, gets all the way out to the 43-yard line.
Yeah, makes a defender miss, makes another one go to the ground. A little bit of a truck. Nice play there by BJ Currington, avoiding the tackle for loss and bringing it into 2nd and short.
BJ Currington, Sam Holiday's favorite target so far this game. And last game, Currington, 11 receptions for 108 yards last week against the Emerald Vikings. So here we go. Holiday, you got 3 wide receivers, 1 extra blocker back there in the backfield. Motion from Currington. They fake the sweep, give it to Bojack, who gets out to the 46-yard line.
Plenty of room there for a 1st down. Nice job there by the O-line, giving him a nice little gap to run through. Picked up a whole lot.
Wait.
That was Bojack.
It was Bojack? Okay.
Yeah, you were right. As it looks like Aiden Burton and C.J. Thomas Anderson are both out tonight, so you don't have to worry about it.
Here we go. BJ's off the races. Jukes a man on his way. 10, 5. Oh, but they catch him at the 3. Oh my goodness.
What a block by Ben Rui. A beautiful job by that Southside defender, though. You know what?
BJ Curtis collected some ankles tonight. Oh, do you see that juke?
Oh, they're putting BJ in. Oh, they're putting BJ Filson in here.
Oh yeah, BJ. Come on.
Oh wow, that's the freaking exigency stance right there.
Heavy goal line, heavy right side rush.
Oh.
They get him at the 6-yard line.
Oh, that sucks.
Man, that was heavy right side pressure. They went same pressure as to where the running back was lined up.
Maybe try a different stance, BJ. I like the exigency approach.
The exigency approach, you know, it didn't work out well, but I like it. This is the one right here.
Yeah, this is the one. I got strong hope. Oh my God!
Look at
How many
BJ. Also,
linemen do you have out there right now?
Rocking the all peak too. Here we go, BJ.
Oh,
BJ going.
Oh, he's trucking through.
No, they're trying to push him.
Go! Oh,
No,
my.
they're going to call him short. Third and goal on the 1 yard line. I think, you know what you got to do? You got to push BJ Felser right here. That's what you got to do. 1 yard line, you got to push BJ. Come on, BJ.
Oh, come on, BJ. Oh.
Hand off.
Oh.
BJ going.
Oh, no, he's not going to get
No,
there.
they're going to push him. Oh,
Oh, I got there.
No.
Oh.
No, wait. Is he in? He's in there. BJ Felser with the touchdown. Woo. And here comes the team to celebrate with him. Oh, it's a flag on the play. Oh my goodness. But BJ gets in there.
It's a success celebration, 99% chance, but
I don't care. They should let it go. Look at BJ. He's getting the crowd hype.
wow. Wow, what a play.
Oh my goodness.
Get BJ
You
to
talk
go
about
foul him.
electric on senior night.
As we're going to see the replay.
Let's watch
from
this.
the-
Let's
wow.
look at BJ Filson get in the end zone right here.
Oh, wow.
But look at the effort by Fountain able to push him in there as well.
I'm pretty. That's BJ's.
Hey, good sportsmanship by Southside. Also, they declined the penalty that was against Fountain Inn. So BJ able to have his touchdown. You love seeing those good sportsmanship moments in football. That's another, that's one thing we talked about earlier. These Southside players just love the game of football. Anytime you see something like that happen, it's excellent that they, allow that touchdown to go through. As Rizika will kick the extra point, Fountain Inn will be up 21-0 here with 3 minutes remaining in the first quarter.
Also, I would like to make him notice, first of all, congrats to BJ for his first career touchdown. Also, all touchdowns so far tonight have been from a BJ. Pretty awesome.
Ah,
man.
good point.
But looking at this Fountain and Fury's injuries right now, oh my God, there's so many guys in sweatpants out there.
Well, I mean, they might not be injured. They could just be sitting.
Nah, they're injured.
Here we go as this kickoff team will get set for yet another kick. Reminder, Fountain does get the ball at half when that eventually approaches.
As they only need 20 more points to
Make this ever a long running clock.
thank you, Cannon.
Clock
Oh
will not
my.
stop. Once Fountain goes up by 40.
Cannon
As
is
Southside will
helping
take
me
this
so.
one out.
Oh,
Oh, he
he
fumbles on the
fumbled it.
kickoff.
And Fountain
Fountain recovers.
Do we got a replay of that one?
But yes, once Fountain goes up by 40, the clock will not stop.
Let's see the replay of
anything.
this now.
Or the timeout. Here it comes.
We might miss the first offensive play here, but it's okay.
Excellent kickoff defense, though, as well. Able to get that ball to pop out.
As the kick goes up,
Excellent kick by Zik also.
yeah.
And you see the ball pop out right there. As Bojack Johnson will take that up the middle for 5 yards on that first offensive play of the drive. So here we go. Sam Holiday there with 3 wide receivers, 1 running back. Holiday hands this one off. And
Oh, BJ's still hyped up over on the sidelines right now.
believe that's Bojack. You know, I don't know, because it's one of these things where it's hard to tell, because they could just be putting players at position just to get the touchdown. So you don't really know who's running the ball, especially from up here in the booth. I need to invest in some binoculars for next week's playoff game.
As another run there for the Fountain of Fury. Oh, he doesn't get there to the touchdown. Another first down there for the Fury. As that was, I believe, Bojack Johnson again. Not 100% sure. As he is still out there. Yep, it was. So first down and I believe 4 yards. Just as the first
Yeah.
4. So first and goal here.
Watch the screen. There, this double stack again. Hand off Bojack Johnson, who plows his way through the line for another Fountain of Fury touchdown. So Fountain takes a 27-0 lead. Minute 27 seconds remain in the first quarter.
Camden, you're wearing off on me right now. I'm the one singing now, I guess.
As a Southside player jumps off sides on the kickoff.
As Fountain Inn only had 10 guys out there. So it will be a penalty on the Fury.
Zia kicks this PAT, that is good. Fountain takes a 28-0 lead here late in the first quarter against the Southside Tigers. So let's see on this kickoff coming up. I think if you're Southside, your goal is just to hang on to the football, get your offense out there for a drive. Hopefully you look at you doing march out of field at least in field goal territory and score some points.
Yeah, not only score some points, but possibly, what's the right word here? Possibly, you know, give themselves a little bit of a momentum booster. I don't know if they will. I guess. Who knows?
Speaking of momentum, Fountain is riding a bunch of momentum. As we talked about earlier, that big Emerald game. Excellent game. You know, and I feel like you can kind of expect that now anytime Fountain plays Emerald, at least with this Fountain team, you're always expecting to get a good game. Obviously, when they did double OT last year, with Emerald getting the win, and then Fountain got the win this year. So hey, I'm just saying, Fountain faces Emerald in the playoffs. Seems like a tiebreaker to me. Here we go, Zika kicks this one away. Oh, excellent kick. Return at the 15-yard line for Southside. Trying to make a move, trying to hang on to the football. He will, but it only gets out to about the 21-yard line. It's going to be 20 to 21-yard line. As this Southside offense and Brayson Sullivan will come back out onto the football field. Tell you what, the band is getting me hyped tonight. Timeout by Southside, timeout called minute 17 seconds left in the first quarter. So I think if you're Southside, you just need to think of a way to just march out the field, like we said, at least get into field goal territory so you get the points, make the score a little better. But they've struggled so far. High snaps, just off-target snaps have definitely been what has hindered Southside so far. And then obviously that fumble on the previous kickoff, the one before last, was not ideal either. Founded defense hasn't played great. I think I think there is some hope for Southside to at least get some points on the board. If you can get Tyson Pepper going, if you can get those snaps on target. Tyson Pepper, he's a pretty big guy. So obviously him being a power back, you can still get through, get some yards.
All right, well, Lizzie Fountain and Fury back on offense here again, trying to go up by 30 before this halftime ends.
Southside handoff to Tyson Pepper,
Oh,
who will
Southside
go
has the ball.
nowhere.
Wow.
Yep.
Ken, I'm so off today. That's on me.
Big T-Saw Garrett, TFL. Tell you what, man. That guy is a dog. You know what? Every single player on this football team is a dog. But I think one thing that kind of gets overlooked is this is big morale-wise and momentum-wise. You obviously pick up a big win over Emerald last week. You'll get this win against Southside. Granted, we keep our 28-0 lead.
It looks like
Southside will get... It was a fumble. Scoop and score by Fountain In as the Fountain In Fury defense gets in on the action. So an off-target snap again leads to points for Fountain In. Snap was over quarterback Brayson Sullivan's head. Fountain In recovers, takes it to the house, and given they make this PAT, they will go up. Flags on the play. So 34-0 the score, awaiting the extra point. 24 seconds, Fountain only needs to score one more touchdown to keep this a forever running clock.
Snaps. Kick is good. 35 points.
So Fountain will go up 35-0 here late in the first quarter. Good awareness, good defense there by Fountain, able to jump on the fumble and take it to the house for a big score.
Yeah, just overall great first quarter for the Fury. 35 points now. I mean, just dominant, start to finish.
As Southside will take a different approach. 5 men on that front line for the kickoff. 2 in the second, 2 in the third, 2 all the way back there returning. So it looks like Southside just trying to get more blockers up front to allow space if their kick returner can find that room and make a move. Allows more open field up front. Here we go. Caleb Brzezinski will get set for yet another kickoff. As already 5 touchdowns scored so far in this one in just the first quarter. Brzezinski kicks this one away. Excellent kick. Man, will be returned at the 6-yard line for Southside. Following his blocker, able to hang on to the football and gets out to about the 17-yard line. You go 4 seconds left in the first quarter. So most likely the Southside play will bring us to the end of the first 12 minutes of action here in Fury Field. So here we go. Bryson Sullivan looking to make something happen. Off target snap again. Luckily, it falls straight into Tyson Pepper's hands, who tries to go somewhere but ultimately goes nowhere. So that brings us to the end of the first quarter. At the end of the first, Fountain up 35-0. Southside will begin the second quarter from their own 19-yard line.
As the boys and girls swim team from your Fountain and Fury, from the region champions for both the girls and the boys, are coming out. Jackson McConkey, one of our state champions this year, and our first swim state champion, being out there. So congrats to him being our first swim champion. Also, this swim team's just dominant. This swim team's one of the greatest swim teams that the Fountain and Upstate has ever seen, and it's an amazing season they had. Congrats to them.
So I think at the end of this first, if you're Southside, you got to think about what adjustments to make, obviously. Off-target snaps, just try to capitalize. They haven't passed the ball yet. They've yet to do it. Okay.
As we send it down to Chandler Bird here for the first sideline interview.
I'm Chandler Bird, and who am I here with?
Derek Ashworth.
I heard cross country just won their first region title. How does that feel going into the new season?
It was great. It was a very big team win, and we're.
Do you have any specific names that are really excited going to this new season, or who helped get to that title?
I think some big names: Calvin Clark, Emmett Masick, George Bardis. They all ran really well and helped us get that win.
I heard you had a really big season for swim. How does that make you feel?
I'm really happy with it. I'm really happy with how everything went. Super relieved that I got that all off the table. Senior year, it was all on the line, and I'm like really glad that I did what I did. And
what was your mindset, you would say, while going through to get that?
I mean, I knew that I had it. Like, I knew that it was gonna happen. It was just a matter of like putting in the work beforehand and going into the race. I just cleared my mind and swam what I could.
I got you. Thank you so much.
Big shout out to Derek Ashworth and Jackson McConkey. Derek, one of our cross-country runners and media tech student, and Jackson McConkey, as like I stated, our first ever state champion in swimming. As meanwhile, while we were getting those interviews, off-target snap again put Southside pinned at their own 4-yard line, 3rd and 25. Tyson Pepper tries to just bulldoze a man, but unfortunately doesn't work, which will bring up a 3rd and 24 at the 5-yard line for Southside. But yeah, excellent accomplishment for cross country winning the region. I had a conversation with Coach Wilson prior to that. He said he knew that, this team had what it takes. Red was, Red has been solid in the region cross country rise. But shout out to Fountain, able to pick up that big region win.
Why'd you cut the?
Huh? Oh, because Chandler was in my headset. I can hear Chandler.
All right, well, lots of stuff happening in Fountain and South Carolina. As we would like to recognize one of our top programs here, Non-Biasedly Media Tech. They've been producing a lot of stuff recently, and we're going to see a lot of stuff next couple of weeks produced by our Media Tech students in their commercials. I'm excited to see what we do. One of our commercials with our basketball tryout video that's up on Envision Social right now if you want to check that out, as that was a couple-yard gain there by Bojack Johnson for his second down and I believe 7-ish.
As number 10, Aiden Sullivan, the senior linebacker. Here we go, 3 wide receivers, 1 in motion. Holiday tries to make a move, finds Andy McDowell over the middle, trying to push through, but Southside, okay, good defense. Able to push it back. Results in a first down there, first and goal for the side of Fury once more. I mean, it's 26 seconds left.
As the Navy Rumble starts for the first time this game, led by our cheer captains, Samantha Riker and Candace Flake. Samantha is a senior, so it's her senior night to do. As is a screen pass out to Ben Rui and touchdown Fountain Inn. Ben Rui with there for 6.
So Ben Rui gets in on some of the scoring action. I'm gonna make BJ Curtin with 2.
Bojack Johnson with 1. BJ Filson with 1. And Ben Rui with 1. All right, with Matt is now with Thurston is now at the running clock with 9 minutes and 9 seconds left in this game.
So here we go, Fountain will get set to kick this ball away. But I mean, you just look at the Emerald game last week. Holiday on the ground, 24 attempts, 142 yards, 4 touchdowns. Sam Holiday scored 20 points by himself as a single unit. Also 18 for 31, 236 yards. So all around a great game by everyone for the Fury. Kobe Flynn also had 2 interceptions, including the game-sealing one that put that Emerald game to rest and set us up to be in the position we are now, where once we win this game, we will have that whole playoff game, as we said earlier, against Blue Ridge or Emerald. Blue Ridge, a team we have not played before, but as you guys know, Emerald, team we're very familiar with.
Very familiar with, as a point as we played them last week. So, you know, it's a team that we've learned a lot from and struggled against a lot from. So it's going to be, if we play the Emerald Viking, it's going to be absolutely electric here in the 4-4.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of like in the SEC when 2 teams will play each other for like the last week of the season, then they'll play each other in the SEC championship.
Yeah.
Kind of what it reminds me of. But man, that's gonna be it. Oh, that's gonna be such a fun game.
If it's possible, we'll see. We'll see what.
If it's, we'll see. You know, we'll see what the bracket does. So here we go. 4 receivers set. Audible will be a call for the Southside Tigers. Looks like man coverage for Fountain. Paul gets away again for Brayson Sullivan. Just has to jump on it in the backfield. Second and 10 on the 22-yard line. 42-0 the score. The clock just continuously running. They go second and 10, 22. Snap gets away again. Southside just forced to jump on the football. Will pin them inside of their own 5-yard line. Sets up a third and very, 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 very long way to go for the Southside Tigers.
Dude, you might be in Southside by the time you make it to the first down.
It's a third and 20 on the 5-yard line.
That's more than 20. That's like 30, freaking 30.
Yeah, it's
27? 27 it is. Thanks, Griffin.
as they run the ball on a third and 27. Interesting play. The ball popped out, but the whistles were blown before. So Southside will be punting this ball from their own end zone. So I mean, you know, a touchdown possibility if this gets blocked and recovered.
And a touchback and a safety possibility if it just gets blocked.
Yes, safety possibility if it gets blocked. But also, Kobe Flood and Ben Rui, the two demon men, they only got 20 yards to go.
Oh, wow.
As this was high, Flood just calls for the fair catch. Smart move.
Inside the 25,
yeah.
wow.
Found it 5 yards away from their red zone.
And Sam Holiday is still out there, shockingly. With 5 minutes and 50 seconds left to go.
You know, honestly, I don't know if we have a backup that's rostered and on the depth chart.
They bring Pikachu out there.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
As he did get called up. Brandon Young still on concussion protocol, I believe. You can play Ben, maybe. I mean, MJ Marks.
Can MJ? I bet. Oh, you know what? I bet MJ could hit some slants. MJ might be like
MJ
a
Marks the
gunslinger.
quarterback at next half. I'm calling it. All right. Yeah.
Here we go. Watch the bottom of your screen. That's Aiden McDowell over there in man coverage. Two wide receivers could also be a screen. Found in. I love doing that today. It's gonna be a handoff. That is not Bojack.
Wow, they got Trey Lott in there right now too. Number 16.
Yeah. Trey Lott, number 16, the junior. Listed as a wide receiver, play running back tonight.
So yeah, second down here for your Fury. 2nd and 8.
I think that might have been Jack Cards who ran the football. It was Jack Cards who ran the football, number 12. Typically plays linebacker. Holiday finds his man out of the backfield.
That is Luke Teodosio. Oh, wow. We are deep in the depth chart. As Luke Teodosio.
This is what we love to see. Where's let's get Ian McBride out there.
don't see that one happening.
Double stack wide receivers, top, bottom of the screen.
As it's handoff
Jack
to
Cards.
Jack. Wow.
Jack Cards is fast. He's got some speed on him.
Little fun fact about Jack, his brother, Caden Carnes, former football player here for your Fury, graduated last year, former state champion last year in wrestling. He scored the first touchdown for the Fountain and Fury, so maybe Jack looking to score a little touchdown here tonight.
There we go, double stack wide receivers, watch the screen. Could be a handoff to Jack Cards with more blockers than normal. That's Teodosio, bottom of your screen.
Hand off to
Cards
Jack.
gets a hit off again.
But gets the first down there on 4th down, so moves the chains for a fresh set of downs. So they'll have another chance to get another fresh set of downs after this one, as it won't need a touchdown to get another fresh set of downs. So as Camden heads down for senior night, Preston Courtney, one of our guests on In-Game, is going to join us tonight. So I'll be going over the play-by-play. He'll be doing a little bit of color for the next 2 minutes, as that will be another handoff. Carnes running through a guy. Wow. Wow. Jack Carnes reminded me a lot right now of Cam Scadaboo. Hopefully he won't get injured like Cam Scadaboo. So yeah. Second and about 4 here for you, Fountain and Fury.
2 men in the backfield now for Fountain Inn.
Yeah, you're gonna have multiple options here. 3 receivers, snap ball, handoff to, I don't even know who that is. As it's run through.
Terrence Maddox.
Wow.
Terrence Maddox there. Gets to the 1 yard line. Impressive.
It is a first and goal now for your Fury on the 1 yard line, like Preston just said. Number 17 coming in. It's 17. Wow, we are deep in James Saxton. Oh shoot, freshman. Well, excuse me, everyone. I'm still learning these some of these bench players, so a little deeper in the depth chart. So if I get names wrong, sorry. As the ball is snapped, Sam will keep it. Thrown to, I don't know who that is, but it's a touchdown. Oh, it's number 17. It was there. James Saxton. First touchdown for the Fountain Fury. I believe that's probably his first catch on the season. Touchdown Fury. And it's 48-0. With 45 seconds left, here is the replay. Sam screening, looking, about to get tackled in. Touchdown. What a way to start your career as a varsity football player. Probably getting called up for the first time.
Yeah.
So congrats to him as a freshman, first varsity putty. The guys coming off after the extra point was up and good, I believe. Was it up and good? I don't know. It was?
Yeah.
Preston's paying more attention than I am right now.
Minute left. Fountain Inn impressive right here. They have 49 points before halftime. It's a good way to go into the playoffs.
All right, well, Caleb is looking out here for the kickoff.
As the
2 men.
clock is running.
Oh, clock is running. Look at that. Clock is running. Oh, running clock. We're up by 50. Let's see what happens here. Obviously, the Fountain and Fury aren't going to try anything, even if they recover this ball. As the kick is up and it's belted. Returned there by Southside. Almost didn't catch that ball. As he's going to be tackled in the backfield by, who was that? Wow, we're so deep in the depth chart, I can't even see who it is.
Cameron Johnson there makes a tackle. He's a freshman too.
Wow.
Freshman stepping up today.
See, Preston knows these people more than I do. Look at that. And that is halftime. Your Fountain and Fury 49. The Southside Tigers zip. All right, well, we'll come back with you with halftime scores from around the state and around Thursday night football. We are off today. The Coastal Carolina score, all the stuff that's happening this weekend, NBA scores. We'll be back with you after the senior night celebrations. We'd like to give a huge shout out to all of our seniors for the 2025-2026 school year. Oh man, there's so many good people leaving. Samantha, Bryce, and more importantly, Camden Mason is the biggest loss. And it's pretty sad that he's leaving us, but I got Preston right here. And we're gonna talk a little bit about what's happening in the upstate. Starting off with, oh, the graphic isn't working. That's all right. Well, the graphic isn't working, but we'll talk you through them still. Malden at Man currently in the second quarter. Malden up 27-0 against the Patriots. And Westside versus Wren is happening right now for the region title. Preston, let's get a little bit more about that. Yes, it is.
Yeah, Wren and Westside are battling each other for the region title. Bearwoods and Westside trying to go back-to-back region titles. Win tonight either way. Both teams will make the playoffs. So the only thing they're battling here is for a region title.
Yeah, obviously Bear, freshman quarterback, coming out of the shadow of his brother Carter Woods, who's now at the South Carolina Gamecocks, fourth-string quarterback. So yeah, back-to-back region titles after that rocky start, looks like for the Rams. Going into the NCAA, Coastal Carolina is still playing. Marshall just scored a touchdown, now up 20-10 on the Chanticleers. 6 minutes and 49 seconds left in the second quarter. Interesting matchup there, as the Miami Dolphins and the Baltimore Ravens are currently taking on in Thursday night football right now.
Yeah, Lamar, his first game back after injury, Ravens really struggled without him. He just scored his first touchdown recently to Mark Andrews since coming back. Dolphins are driving, though. They are in the red zone, seeing if they can do something before the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, down 3-7 right now. Tua trying to make some things going. Maybe a play out to Jalen Waddle or a Devon Akane Have I said his name right?
H-Chan.
A-Chan. Thanks, Preston. That was close enough. It's like a Mecha Ibuka. I can never say his name right.
Yeah.
As they're trying to get a play here. Tua has been on and off right now. Currently 5 for 6 with 64 yards. So pretty decent game right now for Tua. Over in the NBA, the Charlotte Hornets are currently down on the Orlando Magic 88-81. Just a really weird start for the Hornets as they're currently 2-2. LaMelo is playing but only has 15 points with 6 rebounds. Also has 10 assists, so he's making the ball all around the court for him. 7 for 15 right now for LaMelo. With 3 minutes and 58 seconds left in that third quarter. Over in Milwaukee, Bucks currently up 37-27 on the Golden State Warriors. Giannis playing pretty decently right now. Not starting, I take it back, Giannis isn't playing. Take it back, Giannis ain't playing. Over on the Warriors side, Stephen Curry currently with only 3 points in a whole quarter of basketball. Kind of shocking there. Jimmy Butler with 6 and 1 rebound. So little weird stuff as Al Horford's on the Warriors now? Never knew that. I didn't even know he was on the dang Warriors. It's interesting. I still thought he was still on the Celtics. But looking over to Saturday, as Clemson has their homecoming week, tomorrow is Tigerama over in Death Valley. But a noon p.m. kickoff for the Clemson Tigers. Kate Plumnick is back and is projected to be playing against the Blue Devils. Noon kickoff. So if you're going down to Death Valley, you got a 9:50 Tiger walk to go see Dabo Sweeney, Ian Shefflin, Kay Klemick, and the rest of that Clemson offense. Currently, Clemson has the negative 3.5 chance to, or the odds to win that, so they're looking to go 4 for 4 after the crappy season they've had so far. Really stuff. But South Carolina has a big big SEC game against the Ole Miss. Let's hear a little bit about that one.
Yeah, South Carolina unfortunately lost last week to number 4 ranked Alabama by 7. Each year we see South Carolina compete with Alabama, but they come up short. Ole Miss beat Oklahoma last week. The week before that, they lost to Georgia. And Ole Miss 7th ranked in the country. Pretty impressive. And Ole Miss right now has an 81% chance to beat South Carolina. Now, some might say that's good. That's a good prediction. Some might say South Carolina can overcome that because they lost only by 7 to Alabama last week.
As there is 1 minute and 19 seconds left in this halftime, Fountain and Fury coming back onto the field. We're going to turn it right over to my boy Camden. Camden and Preston are to do a little commentary while I start working on a little bit of stuff for Go Fountain In. So Camden.
Whew. Tell you what, it's cold out there. So here we go, Fountain Fury coming back in the second half. Just under 40 seconds remain until we resume action. Reminder, the clock will forever run as long as Fountain is up by 40. So I mean, it kind of, the question is, what do you do if you're both of these teams? I think if you're Fountain, you got to keep this offensive onslaught going. Teams are playing great so far. BJ Curtin obviously standing out, screen passes, 2 passing touchdowns. Run game has also been very exceptional. But, if you're Southside, you just got to think of a way to get points on the board. Really, all you can do at this point is just try to make the scoreboard a little better. You got to rely on those guys that you have. You got to rely on Tyson Pepper. He has been the most effective Southside player so far. But yeah, Southside's just got to find a rhythm. They got to find consistency, just a way to get some points on the board. A minute and 20 seconds remain in the half. Oh, sorry, before we come back for the second half, Ryder Fountain will receive the opening half kickoff. .45 seconds left until we come back from half. Which is kind of going into next week. You play either Blue Ridge or Emerald. Blue Ridge, 6-3, so they're not a bad football team by any means. Their strength of schedule hasn't been there though. That's the thing that kind of hinders Blue Ridge. They haven't played many tough opponents. Obviously, they've had some. But then you look at Emerald, who's been a solid team, despite having a losing record. That's one thing we kind of talked about on in-game. Emerald is very inconsistent with the way they play football. They have their good games, have their bad games, like any football team. But I think in the playoffs, you definitely need something like consistency and playing well all the time in a game as important as round one.
Yeah, and like you said, Camden, consistency, because in the playoffs, you can't have one bad game, because if you have a bad game, that could be your season.
Right.
You need to be consistent with how you play, how good you're scoring. You can't just have one couple good games and then in playoffs just fall off.
Yeah, and then especially with two teams like Fountain and Emerald that are so closely matched, you really have to be on guard and on your feet at all times. You cannot let one get up over the other.
Yeah.
So here we go. Southside is getting set to kick this football away to Fountain Inn, who did win the coin toss to start the game, elected to defer. Southside did decide to kick with the wind, which was an interesting call in the opening kickoff. Sorry, against the wind. So you go, whistles blow, both teams are ready. Southside with the kick, it is lined as the Fountain player will just fall right on it.
And like you said, Kim, the clock continues to run as long as Fountain Inn up by 40.
I don't know if that's Holiday. That might be PK. PK is out there, so PK will receive the second half start as the running back slips. He did have some open room if he was able to get to the outside. But number 15, Terrence Maddox. Again, another one of those guys that got called up from JV, not able to get much on the play. So sorry, Preston corrected me up here in the booth. Ben Rui is out there playing quarterback, and he slings it. Oh my goodness. Ben Rui showing off his arm. But yeah, so that was the thing heading into that West Side game. We did not know if Sam was going to be played. Rui took some snaps that week at practice at quarterback. Heard from some players that he was throwing it pretty well, and you know, it proves true so far. Ben Rui 1 for 1. Here we go, Rui snap, handoff. Running back finds some room. I believe that was Terrence Maddox again, sophomore running back.
Yeah, and we apologize about our scoreboard here. Something's up with it. The clock is not on the same page with the computer right now.
There are 9 minutes and 40 seconds left in this third quarter. Four wide receivers. Ben Rui out there playing quarterback. Rui snap. Hand off to Maddox again. Maddox makes a move. Maddox finds room, jukes 2 before he gets tackled from behind. Gets out to about the 17-yard line.
Yeah, that juking ability on that play was huge for him. Shaked off 2 defenders there. Wouldn't have been able to get some of those yards if he didn't have those moves.
Good for about a gain of 17 on that play. Here we go, Ben Rui. Once more, 4 wide receivers. Rui snap. Hand off to Terrence Maddox again. Maddox continuing to go. Flag on the play in the foul in backfield. Looks like it might be holding on the offensive lineman. It is. So here we go, Ben Rui gets set for another snap against the Southside Tigers team. 4 wide receiver look for Rui. Snap, tosses, overthrows his man. That ball just high, slipped out of the fingers of Ben Rui, pass intended for number 3, Kobe Flood. Talk about big defensive players. Kobe Flood is one of the guys, 2 interceptions last week against Emerald, including that game-sealing INT with just under a minute left. Here we go, 4 wide receivers, 1 running back. That's Terrence Maddox in the backfield again. Maddox gets out to the side and is tackled hard out of bounds. Flag is thrown way after the play. So here we go, after the up high overthrown pass from Ben Rui. Actually was a, penalty on Southside. I believe it was called unnecessary roughness. 2nd and 8 for Fountain following the penalty. 3rd down. Excuse me. So here we go through our receivers, one in motion. Rory rollout, looking to throw, finds his man. Who is that? That was number 3, Colby Flood on the reception. So Colby Flood gets in on the scoring action.
Yeah, and a great block towards the end of that play by Luke Tedesco. He, the last guy to beat, and he just got him out of the way there.
Excellent ball there by Teodoso. Again, another one of those columns. This is one thing you do like about these sort of blowout games. You get to see guys who, don't get much varsity playing time, get their opportunity to shine. And it also gives the starters a good chance to rest heading into playoffs next week.
Yes, Fountain makes the extra point. It is now 56-0. Fountain is still applying pressure here in the second half, not letting off at all.
As we look at this replay, you see the motion from Colby Flood. And Ben Rui able to find his man. Excellent block there by Teodoso. Allows Colby Flood to get in for that touchdown.
Yeah, and a score update for Westside and Ren. Going in at halftime, we said it was 14-0. It is now 21-7. Like we said, both teams are fighting for the region title. Westside trying to go back-to-back here.
So at the moment, it is looking like Westside will finish at number 1 seed. Red a solidified 2. Fountain will be a solidified 3 once they win this game. Lawrence 4 and Southside at 5. But Westside in that hunt for back-to-back state championship appearances is definitely one thing we'll continue to keep an eye on as the night progresses. As this ball's returned at the 17-yard line by Southside, tries to get out to the edge, goes nowhere as he is tackled at about the 25-yard line. Five minutes, 29 seconds remain. So here we go, Southside set for another offensive drive. Honestly, you're just looking to get some points on the board. If you're Southside, make the score a little better. Motion from the running back. They hand it off. I believe that's number 5, Tyson Pepper on the run. If Southside chooses to pass, look bottom of your screen. Man coverage there, they hand off the ball. It's gonna be Tyson Pepper again as he is pushed down. Or sorry, tackled down to the ground at about the 29-yard line-ish. Sorry, 31. We'll set up a 3rd down scenario. Southside has only thrown the ball 1 time this game. That was to the wide receiver, Jacob Ricketts. 4 wide receivers, 1 running back for Brayson Sullivan. Sullivan, a freshman quarterback. Four receivers, potentially play call change. Man comes running screen. Snap gets away from Sullivan once more. Able to hop on it though. Man, that has been the story of the game for Southside. Just bad snaps off target has led to so many lost yards. So here we go, similar defense. It will be a punt. Sorry, apologies. This one will drop at the 36-yard line, and we'll get a good roll for Southside all the way to the 43.
Yeah, I've said it before. Fountain Inn has not let off on the pressure. They continue to not let off on the pressure because we have a lot of guys who don't get much opportunities here trying to show why they should be on the starting lineup each week.
Right, watch a double stack formation once more. We've seen this multiple times from Fountain. Normally results in big yards. Rui finds his man. Gets out to the 35-yard line before tackled out of bounds. That's number 85, Luke Teodosio, on the big reception and gain.
Second and 1 for Fountain Inn.
Stack formation again. He finds his man. Stiff arms him all the way out to the 25-yard line.
Danny Gavin on that reception.
Yeah, Gavin, again, one of our senior highlights that we talked about earlier on in-game in the pre-show. Just, a guy that you can always count on. He'll play wherever. He just wants out, but the team loves to give him football, so good to see him get a reception in there. Double stack again. We'll probably see this formation the rest of the game. Normally results in a reception, keeps that clock running. Ooh, that was number 16. I think that was Trey Lott who got the reception, made a move.
Flag is down though. Yeah, it was a great gain by Trey Lott there. Just got taken back. Very unfortunate. You could see him on the field putting his hands on his head.
As that will bring the third quarter to an end. And at the end of the third, it is 56-0, Fountain in full control of this game. So Ben Rui coming in at quarterback in that quarter and in the second half has been playing pretty solid. Obviously had one overthrow. But, other than that, for being a wide receiver playing quarterback, he's been excellent. Then you have guys like Luke Teodoso and Terrence Maddox, guys that are, you don't see a lot, able to get that opportunity. That's always nice to see.
Just an unfortunate season for Southside. They haven't scored any points since September 12th.
Man. Southside's 48 days since they last scored a touchdown, obviously being shut out in their last all four region games, I believe. Westside Red Lords and Emerald. Here we go, Ben Rui with the snap, hands it off. That's Terrence Maddox again. Maddox goes out to about the 12-yard line. Four wide receivers. Rui snap. Handoff, Maddox again. Maddox breaks the tackle, breaks two. Gets out to the 4-yard line. Terrence Maddox showing some willpower. Potentially trying to prove why he should be on varsity. Our apologies, that was number 32. Jacaius Lee, the senior who normally plays linebacker, but getting some reps in at running back. Four wide receivers is Jacaius Lee again. Breaks the tackle, spins out of one before he is tackled down to the ground as whistles are blown.
Yeah, Southside just swarmed him there at the 5-yard line. He couldn't do much. Tried the best he could.
Despite all the not so great things about Southside, they have been playing some pretty solid goal line defense. And once Fountain gets inside the 10-yard line, Southside has been able to push into those 3rd and 4th downs, so not giving up those scores easily. Double stack formation again. Rui, snap, fix the handoff. Caught. It might be Teodosio again, who's going to be short. I do think so. It was Luke Teodosio on that play. It's Teodosio, Ben Rui's favorite target so far. Luke Teodosio is like the BJ Currington to Ben Rui. Rui snap, handoff. That one, number 21, Jax Reed. Or sorry, 22, CJ Thomas Anderson, who is actually good. It's good to see him out there. He got hurt against Emerald last week, so good to see him back out there. Yeah, CJ Thomas Anderson looking like he's healthy, so that's good. Fountain will get their RB2 back for Emerald, or for the playoffs. So 9 minutes and 4 seconds left. Fountain goes up 63-0. So far, 9 touchdowns for the Fountain Fury offense. Or sorry, 8 for the offense and 1 for the defense off of a scuba score earlier on in the first half of the game.
Westside and Ren in the 4th quarter now, still 21-7. See if Ren can come back or if Westside is going to take his region title for the 2nd year in a row.
When you talk about Westside, that's probably one of the biggest stories in the region. Started 0-4, and then able to mount themselves back to be in contention for a region title. Obviously playing red right now for that. Interesting to see what some of these teams will do in the region. Obviously, Westside, you know, is a pretty good football team, but Fountain and Emerald both looking like they will make the playoffs. So trying to see if Fountain will play Emerald or if they will play Blue Ridge. And if they do play Blue Ridge, how everyone's path is going to go in the playoffs. As Ziggy gets the kick, return at about the 12-yard line. Gets out to the sideline, down the sideline. Jukes remains still going out to the 45-yard line. That might have been number 13, Jacob Ricketts, on the kick return, the big kick return for Southside. Not entirely sure on that one, though.
Fountain player now down on the west side, or on the south side sidelines. Looks like he just has a cramp though.
Thank goodness you do not want to see any of our guys getting hurt before next week, which is probably the biggest game in the school's history, of being a whole playoff game and our first ever home playoff game like that, especially with, you know, such a talented team like this. You obviously have Holiday, who's been good all year. BJ Current has been good since coming back from injury. Ben Ruiz is a solid guy. Bojack, you know, all of these good players going from defense, you know, T-Saw, Colby. So it would be good. I think this is going to be one of the best years that Fountain will see for the foreseeable future. Obviously, you know, the guys graduated that were recognized beforehand. So here we go. Once more, out comes Ben Rui in this Fountain offense. Or sorry, it's the Southside offense off of the kick return. Number 7, Brayson Sullivan, set for yet another drive. 4 wide receivers, 1 running back. It's Pepper back there with Sullivan. High snap, they motion the wide receiver. Who gets just, oh my goodness, just dragged down to the ground. Ooh.
Yeah, and like Camden said, with all these seniors graduating, we have 14 seniors graduating this year. So, like, yeah, it's going to be one of our better years with all these guys who are going to be gone.
As I think that was number 32, Jakias Lee on the big TFL. Obviously has been playing running back this game also. So here we go, 3 wide receivers, 1 running back for Brayson Sullivan. Sullivan high snap, gets away from him, able to regain control. As he looks midfield, he's got his man, who gets out to the 37-yard line.
Yeah, and that was Jacob Ricketts on the reception there.
Jacob Ricketts has been Southside's guy whenever they do decide to throw that football. But good job there by Brayson Sullivan. The snap did slightly get away from him, but able to make that play. Found his man quickly, read the field, so good awareness there by the freshman quarterback. 4 wide receivers, 3 on Sullivan's left, the running back also to his left, 1 on the right. High snap, Sullivan has control, but gets sacked on a chop tackle by number 32. Jakias Lee on the TFL is second of the drive, as there appears to be a Southside player injured on the field at right about the 32-yard line.
Yeah, and Jakias Lee, he's been playing offense and defense for the second half. Pretty impressive.
Which that is a test that a lot of these Southside guys have had to do. They have had to play both sides of the ball. Southside only 25 players on their active roster. Obviously with 11 on offense, 11 on defense, that takes away 22. So realistically, if you have a even amount of guys playing offense and defense, you have 3 bench players. But that's not the case. it appears BJ potentially being coached up by one of our ball boys on the sidelines.
Second and 15 for Southside now, trying to get a big gain to make it a third and manageable.
5 minutes, 34 seconds left in the fourth. 3 wide receivers, one of them was in motion heading to the left.
Another bad snap.
As it gets away from Sullivan again, it will take Southside from the Fountain Inn 41 to their old 42. So a loss of about 11 on that play. Oh, sorry, they're 45.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate for Bryson Sullivan with all these snaps. Can't really do anything about it, but he's been making the best out of all of them.
As Sullivan gets brought down. Whew.
Yeah, that was Avery Hughes there on the snack. He's sacked. Excuse me. He's a freshman.
Good job there by Hughes. His first sack of the season. Love seeing that. Love seeing new players get involved. Four minutes, 15 seconds remain. Fountain still up 63-0. A 4th and 35. Southside will have to punt it.
There's a flag here.
So here we go. They will redo the punt after the flag. Southside was pushed back a little more. Punt is lined. Drops at about the 32-yard line. Gets a good roll and will pin Fountain in at their own 18-yard line.
Yeah, as Benru comes back out to lead the Fountain of Fury. We'll see if they can add more points on here. This will most likely be the last drive of the game with the running clock since Fountain is up by 40.
Just under 3 minutes remain in this game in a Thursday night lights in Fury Field. Right, we will be live streaming next week. That will be our home playoff game. So be sure to, you know, watch that broadcast or go to the Mill. Mill's got some great food. You know, just go to the Mill and watch the football game, will you?
Yeah, and that was Bryce Smith there on the run. His helmet came off. He will have to come off for a play.
Be a home playoff game next week. Once again, that will be either against Blue Ridge or Emerald. That will be a very exciting game, I know, for us up here in the booth. Home playoff game, first ever of its kind in Fountain Inn. And if you can't make it to the game, the Mill will be live streaming that, I would assume. As that was number 12, Jack Carnes, with the run up the middle. A minute and 37 seconds remain. 3rd and 3, 26-yard line for Fountain Fury. As Jack Carnes wrestled down by his jersey on the ground. And Sam Holiday's out there, got the headset on. Holiday's calling plays as this fourth quarter is slowly winding down and coming to a close. It is 4th out for Fountain Fury.
Yeah, and this will be most likely our last update for Westside and Ren. With 8 minutes, Westside just punted to Ren. It's still 21-7. Ren trying to pull off a comeback to get the region title, while Westside trying to defend their lead and get back-to-back region titles as Fountain takes a timeout with 44 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, Westside big state championship appearance last year. Obviously had D1 commit Cutter Woods, who is now at the University of South Carolina. His brother Bear Woods trying to lead them to similar success, looking to hold on to that lead over Ren. Score 63-0, 44 seconds left, 4th and 7 on the 26 when Fountain comes back from his timeout.
Yeah, an impressive game by Fountain. Their starters and their backups both doing their part. It's really unfortunate for Southside. They will not end up getting a win this season. But hey, there's always next season.
Yep. Great handoff. Oh, Jack Cards is off to the races. Out past the 40, gets to the 47-yard line. Jack Cards has speed and he is using it for sure. 28 seconds remain in the 4th quarter. The ball will be spotted at, I believe, the 48-yard line.
The clock's not stopping. All right, well, that will be it for your Fountain Fury versus the Southside Tigers. Fountain getting the win tonight. Oh my God, what a game, what a game. I mean, Camden's last game as a senior, possibly. We'd like to thank everybody who watched this stream. As the clock officially runs out, your Fountain Fury 63, the Southside Tigers 0. Everyone at the mill, thank you for watching. So now, playoff time, right, Camden?
Yeah, playoff time. Next week, Emerald and Blue Ridge. Be there, be square.
If we can get the rights to stream that, we will be streaming that. If not, look at our socials. But again, thank you to the Mill, YFF4, Go Fountain, and everyone who supported the Envision Media streams this year. If we can't be streaming next week, we'll let you know. But if we can, we'll see you then. And again, thank you. This has been Lucas Clark and Camden Mason for the last time possibly this season, signing off.